cosa
Mi dileguo.
anche più veloce, un po' più informale. Volevo chiedervi, noi abbiamo pensato di farlo in inglese, questo panel. Se vuole, le posso farle anche le domande in italiano, così abbiamo tanti anche, credo, giornalisti che seguono la Roma. Io so che Florent capisce tutte le domande in italiano, vero? E poi può rispondere in inglese, come preferisce. Siamo qua aperti, come state meglio. I know, okay. I know you are not feeling well today. Is worse today or worse the last time we met in Verona? With the mic, please. It's worse today. You have fever. So.
It's what? Okay.
It's worse today. Okay. So I know that this was a very difficult period. So I ask you, how are you? Not today in your health. How are you?
Today bad.
In this
But,
period.
Yeah, no.
We met in Monza, we met in Verona,
Yeah, exactly.
in match day.
It's not an easy period, but I think we are the captain, and we need to keep a good energy. It's important. We need to continue to work and to bring everybody with us. We don't take pleasure in this kind of period, but I think we stay positive and we are ready to move forward.
Do you know that Mr. Ranieri was supposed to be here at the Social Football
Yeah,
Summit?
he told me just before we spoke by phone in the car.
I know.
He told me better than you go.
And I know this is an opportunity, you think, also for you, for your work, to be with Mr. Ranieri. Everybody loves football, loves Mr. Ranieri, as a person, as a trainer, as a man.
Exactly. I think for me and for all the club, I think it's a fantastic opportunity because I knew him, but what I'm discovering is something different. He's a gentleman, but he's a man. He's a different man, no? Not like the other people. So for me, it's a very good opportunity to be with him, to work with him, and to learn a lot from him.
Another thing, and then Lorenzo, it's your time. This choice means stability, experience for Rome. What are your main expectations in this moment?
Yeah, I think first he will bring to the team, to the club, his calm, his serenity, his experience. I think we don't need to present Claudio Ranieri. He has fantastic career, and we think that he is the right person to improve the results in the short term for this season. But also this choice means that we work on the future, because even in this kind of situation, you need to be mobile, not to stay immobile because everything is bad. So we want to work on the future. We want to build with Claudio, because we think that the club needs someone like him in the organization, an Italian figure, so
the right person in a very difficult
So he will
moment.
work with us. He will work with the owner in all the sporting decisions.
Thank you. Oh, Lorenzo. Beh, facciamo in inglese allora, preferisci? No, perché dobbiamo parlare del nuovo stadio, of the new stadium project, because it's very, very important. You know, today we talk about these important things for all Italy. So how is the situation, the current situation about this new stadium?
So first of all, thank you for this great question. It's also a pleasure for us to share developments on a very, very important project. I think I've been very lucky. Since the beginning of my path at Roma, I've been involved in this project from day one. And I can tell you that from day one, we have been working hand by hand with the municipality. It started with the selection of the area that is very well infrastructured. And not to forget anybody, I can tell you that from the mayor to the municipality GM to the person they selected as responsible of the project, not to mention the assessors, the municipality board in general. They have been really supporters of this project, just like us, just one of us. And we have to take this opportunity to thank them sincerely for the commitment, for the great job they are doing, that from a certain standpoint we need to deserve too, no? As a club, because there are a lot of expectations around the project. You ask where we are at. It's not an easy reply. I mean, it's a very complicated project, but I want to tell you one secret. There is no new stadium in Italy that has arrived to the point Roma Stadium is. When I'm mentioning and referring to new stadium, I'm not referring to refurbishment of an existing facility. I'm rather referring, let's say, to a new plan from scratch, that this is what we want to do. And of course, this is very complicated and it's very ambitious, and in Italy it's very, very difficult. But we are focused on working on a daily basis to meet the next steps. And the next step now, with important milestones that are very close to come, is the filing of the Progetto Definitivo with the municipality, which, believe it or not, is the final step of a very challenging, bureaucratical Italian process. And we are very proud of that one. I honestly want to also thank Dan and Ryan, because this is another secret. The stadium is the result of private design sessions. Dan and Ryan have been multiple sessions. They have been carried out with our international architects. And the stadium is beautiful, let me tell you. It's iconic, it's monumental, it's Roman in the most strict sense of what Roman means. It's a stadium that, for instance, if you pick the design of the stadium, and by chance you are trying to build that stadium in another city, it just doesn't work. So we are very proud of that one. We are very proud of the process, of the project, of the process, of all the support. We know that it's challenging, but we are ready to play our part. And importantly, this can be an example of foreign investment. This can be looked as the single private building ever built in Italy in terms of global budget, more important after the Second World War. It will be like that. But what we care the most is that since Testaccio, Campo Testaccio era, it will be a real house for all Romanisti. An house that will go live not just on match day, 24/7 across the week, which is the goal we are facing. And it's a greenhouse. There is a park over there. There is the largest curva sud on the world. There is a sound that is amazing, because the sound of the stadium, for how it is designed, it will do like this. So there is a lot going on. And let me tell you that all Romanisti have been told the story of the stadium probably too many times, but this story and this dream, thanks to Friedkin, has never been so close to be true.
When I will come to the stadium? When?
No. I tell you, no deadline.
So, Florent, let's talk about the Roma Academy. This is very important. It's a point of honor of the club. Some names, Pisilli, Bove, the last one, Zalewski. Your strategy about the youth. I'm so tired today. You are not well, I'm tired. For the growth of this academy and of these young players.
Yeah, first of all, the academy is one important part of the Roma project. It's very important for Dan and Ryan, so it's something in my mission, something very central, if I can say. So we want to mix stability. For example, on the technical side, Alberto De Rossi is head of the academy. Bruno Conti is here also on the technical side, and new people with, for example, Roberto Trapani, who is head of scouting, new head of Scouting Academy, and we want to continue to build something performant because, as you said, until now, Roma Academy is something performant. So at the end, the most important also is the place we can create in the squad to these good players, and I think it's what we did this summer with Pisilli. And to answer on, we have some project. We cannot say everything, but we are working on some project. For example, under 23 team,
because other teams like Juventus and others.
So we are thinking about this because it can create a good link between the academy and the first team.
This is very important. A lot of players are in this league to grow, and this is important. Lorenzo, di cosa vuoi parlare adesso? Di cosa vuoi parliamo? Cosa vuoi che parliamo? Parliamo del... vuoi parlare anche tu un po' di Mr. Ranieri? Do you want to say something about Mr. Ranieri?
I think that we only need to look at Mr. Ranieri.
Yes, but because the great experience of this man highlighted the importance of a greater globalization to increase the visibility of Rome, AS Roma, for this. I ask you.
Yes. No, absolutely. I think that if the question is about internationalization of Roma, definitely Mr. Ranieri can be the man for that one. We are the club that has the name of the Eternal City. We are also the club that has the name of the longest existing empire in history. And we can only do well if we are able to think internationally. This first is the most important lesson we learned from ownership. This is the sense that I got from Ranieri since day one. He was not looking at Roma like all of us, with a different eye, with international eye, with bringing his incredible experience out there. And it's very important for all of us. He's a teacher to all of us. And internationalization is a path. It's not something that you can implement in a blink of an eye. There is a real commitment at Roma to do that one. There is, let's say, the goal to achieve internationally what the freaking family has been successfully demonstrated carry forward globally in different sectors, in diversified businesses. At Roma, what we did to far internationally? First of all, we created a link with an emerging economy like the Saudi world. We are proudly probably the first partners that the first team that brought the partner in as main sponsorship. Is a lot. Importantly, we are focused in strengthening the strategy, in linking the name of Roma to key local Italian brands that have international souls. I'm mentioning Fendi, I'm mentioning Campus Biomedico. Most recently, I'm mentioning Team, and there is more to come into that one, also leveraging Ranieri, as you said.
Florent, it's time for transfer market. No. No. Let's talk about the sustainability that is very important for every club. It's a challenge for every club. How much is difficult to maintain this line, especially in ambitious purchasing champions as the one of last summer? Has there ever been a risk in last years of compromising the future of the club to try to achieve important objectives, results, such as qualification for the Champions League? Next transfer market. Next sustainability for Rome after the transfer market of this last summer. What do you think about the future of il mercato? Parliamo di mercato. Ghisolfi, dobbiamo parlare di mercato. Non ti chiedo nomi, I don't ask you names or about the players, but about the strategy.
I want to, about the strategy. We changed the strategy this summer.
A lot.
We prefer today. We prefer to invest on the long player, on the long term, than to do loan with maybe player with more experience, but with bigger salary. So, if I give an example, when we buy Manu Kone for 5 years contract, we amortize in 5 years, and on this example, the annual cost of Manu Kone is less than the annual cost of Renato Sanchez on loan.
Okay.
With the difference that with Manu Kone, we amortize him and we can add value and create value for the team. So we had some objective like this out of the pitch, like also decrease the age of the squad, also to increase the players' availability. So we achieved all these different objectives, but at the end, we need to find the performance on the pitch. So we are working on this. But as I said, it's important when you start with a strategy, because I arrived in June and we have a project, and it's not a project on 5 months. When you start with a strategy, it's important to keep the cap. I don't know in English how to say, and to
also in bad times.
Exactly, and to continue, because the old system was not sustainable.
Okay.
So now we
have
to move forward
and go
exactly.
and go ahead with something
Exactly.
new. Lorenzo, we talk a lot here in this social football summit about the health of players.
Yes.
It's very important. The numbers are a little bit not good. And what measures are adopted to prevent the competitive load and excessive international commitment from negatively affects injuries and well-being of the athletes, of the players?
Is a fact that if we want to run a comparison across the last 3 sports seasons, the number of matches is increasing and increasing and increasing, and is a fact. But it's also a fact that as we speak, the most important revenue stream for a club is yet related to TV rights, and the TV rights are directly linked to the number of matches that the broadcaster can stream. So, long story short, we need to balance that financial goal with 2 values that, based on my legal background, has also constitutional dignity under Italian law. First is health, and in our case means health of players. I'm looking at Flo because he's an example on that one. Our performance department is definitely an hidden gem within the club. This is what I sincerely think. And the second value is sport itself. So to be sporty, we need to care about health.
I have a question for both. And football is unpredictability. This is true. So what is planning at the beginning of the season to prepare for any also negative situation like the last one? How a big society can prepare for everything will be happen?
I go first? Flo. Yeah. I can tell you that from a corporate standpoint, we are implementing risk assessment, internal audits, and nowadays, of course, from a corporate standpoint, social football clubs are more and more, let's say, organized to face all the variables, financially, corporate-wise, and sport-wise. I'm passing the ball to Flo.
No, I want to say I couldn't be prepared for these 5 months. But as I said before, we need to first assume our responsibility, because this is our responsibility to face this situation and to continue to work, to continue to be mobile, to continue to believe in the project, because it can turn very quickly. We can see today in Napoli. Last season, I think they changed 4 times the allenatore, and today they are fighting for better. So we need to assume first and to continue to work. But I was not prepared to.
You are very young, so these hurdles for you are
but
good.
we are here. We are
because you improve.
She said that you are young.
No.
Or
No, Lorenzo, no.
No, it's true.
No, one thing.
No, also I want to add something because, as you said, what is positive in this situation that we feel that the club is not moving badly, if I can say in English, I don't know how I can say. We feel that first the owner keep the calm, wants to find solution, but keep the calm and trust in the project, as they said. So it's something who give also the confidence and the energy to continue.
You called Mr. Ranieri? You called Mr. Ranieri? Ghisolfi called Mr. Ranieri?
We call, the club call.
I know. This was the answer. I know. It's the right answer. It's the right answer.
It's
because,
always a
yes,
collective decision.
you are a club, you are a team. Curiosity about, we talk today about the Diarra case in a panel. Do you think maybe it will change something in the spending policies or negoziazioni, non mi viene in English perché dice negotiations, especially for the next season or not?
I think it's an important precedent. The key takeaway of that one is unfortunately not good for the clubs, because I think that the key message of the reasoning of the judgment is that if a player decides to leave a club, then the club will have an hard time to, let's say, be reimbursed for termination, even in case the termination is without cause. But that said, I think that Roma is ready to do its part together with the sport institution to rebalance a little bit the bargaining power, because if we really want to talk of long-term project, it's not safe so for the system that then, let's say, the players are free to go wherever they want with no club leverage.
Oh, we are near the time, but we are perfect. Florent, what effect has Mr. Ranieri when he opened the door of the changing room? Tell me, the eyes of the guys in this changing room.
There is a light around him. No, it's...
I think, yes, the energy.
Yeah, exactly. When you speak
energy.
about energy, aura is something
Yes.
we feel. And the first speech he did for the staff, for the team, was something very strong. I think the first press conference also. And so it means that it was the right choice for the club, for the short term, but also for the long term.
We know him as a very polite man, and is a gentleman, but I know he is very strong when the situation is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we feel is, we have an expression in French, une main de velours dans un gant de fer. I don't know if you understand, but yeah, he is gentleman, he is soft, but we feel that he has big character, and when he has to take decision, boom.
I think that the fans, the people, loves him so much and loves AS Roma a lot. It's impossible not to stay here in this city and talk about the team. This is impressive for everybody came in Rome. So I think that this big love about AS Roma is something you have to preserve. It's very, very important because these people, these fans, sono una ricchezza, are very important for you.
I cannot agree more. Everything that we are doing leverage on them, on their strength, on their trust. And We experimented, let's say, a delicate period, but at the end of the day, with under ownership umbrella and guidance, we hope we will be able to deserve them their being back, cheering and supporting us as they have been doing thus far.
Yes, I think every morning we wake up for them, and we are very sad with this situation, because I think when you see this stadium, this atmosphere of this city, they deserve better. And so we'll work very hard to change the situation and maybe to find again the smile.
The smile. It's very important. Thank you so much. You have now 3 big games. Are you ready after you've been well? Are you ready for these 3 games?
Simply.
Yes.
I don't be with you, so this is important, because in Monza in Verona I was not good. I saw him not so good in Verona. It was very difficult night. So thank you so much, Lorenzo.
Thank you
È
very much.
stato
Good evening.
molto gentile, grazie. Direi che Florent, thank you so much today. It's hot. Fever.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good luck.
I don't know
Bye.
se Gianni, grazie.